Di-report ko lang muna ako na nandito na ako.
Sige lang, go. May nag-aalala sa'yo, di ba? Mahirap na. Paano pa mauulit to pag may nag-aalala sa'yo?
Diyan lang naman ako sa Uptown mamaya sir, pabalik.
Saan yung tatakbo ka?
Hindi, paano ba ang Uptown dito?
Uptown? Ganun yun eh, mag-aangpas ka ulit or joyride ka ulit.
Pero mas malapit na.
Mas malapit. Actually, ang running niya, or walking, siguro mga 30 minutes. Kasi 5 kilometers away lang yun.
Malapit.
Lapit lang.
Kung wala akong masakyan, pwede yun.
Hintayin natin na sabi at least 3 to.
Bawal ako mag-ano ngayon sa Facebook sir Bawal ako mag-share, bawal ako.
Bakit? Paano ba nangyari doon?
Kasi ako, hindi ko alam na ganun pala. Di ba, meron ako, pinopromote ko yung yung
Good Bisyo.
Good Bisyo sa mga selling site. May maximum number pala na pwede kang mag-share. Biglang na-block ako sa
walang warning yun. Like 48 hours cut off ka.
Tapos, 1 week ako na bawal mag-share, bawal mag-comment. Kahit di ba hindi ako nagko-comment ngayon sa mga running groups? Kasi hindi ako makakomment.
Ayun, so, hi everyone. Thanks for tuning in on this fine Friday night. We will just give everyone else a chance to join in. We should be officially starting tonight's stream in a few minutes. Yeah, I think we currently have 6 inside the room. So,
Live na ba yan, sir?
yeah, we are currently live. Yeah, so for those who came in early and who are always early, I think as far as our video and audio is concerned, we're actually doing fine. But if in case you guys are not hearing us, please let us know so that we can adjust accordingly. Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day from Miss Yen Del Rosario. Yeah.
Misis ko yan.
Siya pala yun. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day po sa inyo, Mrs. Cortez. Yan, lakihan natin ng konti para mabasa. Malinaw pa naman yung mata mo eh. Ayan. Okay. So mamaya, while I'm interviewing you, pag sumasagot ka as much as possible, so titingin tayo sa isa sa tingin mo sa camera. I know this can be distracting, pero ang focus natin sa camera para tutok tayo din sa mga nanonood. Okay. Sir Emerito Mesa, good evening po. Ayan, audible daw. Okay, so good. So let's proceed. Alright. Yeah, so anyways, in case we get disconnected, if you guys are willing to wait, please do so and we will try to reconnect as fast as we can. Should take around 5 to 10 minutes. Otherwise, we'll just post a message on our page. So if in case we were not able to reconnect, at least you guys will know. Ayan, good evening. And Sir Neil, happy Valentine's Day po sa inyo. Ayan. Ayan ang kadate ko ngayong Valentine's Day. Wala sa isip namin pareho, I swear. So anyways, that is all we have for our usual pre-broadcast reminders. So let's go quickly through episode 54. Good evening everyone, happy Valentine's Day and welcome to our 54th episode where our goal is to promote just 3 of the simpler things in life, and that's inspiration, motivation, and most importantly, positivity, until you guys can tell your friends, your colleagues, and everyone else, your family, your loved ones, if I can, you can. Yeah, it looks like we have like a 7-second delay, so we should be good. Yeah, Sir Susli ko, good evening po. Ayan. Thank you for tuning in on this Friday night. Imbis na nagtitip kayo, you're actually tuned in. I don't know kung saan kayo naka-tune in right now. Hindi ko na sasabihin, baka masyadong vulgar. And as promised last broadcast, tonight we have a special guest and he's no other than Mr. Good Bisyo himself, Sir Jeff Cortez. Ayan. So, thank you Sir Jeff for making it all the way here to Taguig. We had some challenges along the way kasi as early as 5 p.m. magkausap na kami and medyo hirap yung papunta dito sa Taguig. Kasi nga Valentine's Day. Siyempre, saan ka ba nang galing? Manila?
Sa Manila.
So from Manila, ang dadaanan niya papunta rito, puro mga date areas yan eh. I think yung Malate, pwede na niya iskipan yung Malate area.
Malapit ako dun eh.
Ayun. So, yung Malate, baka lumilid doon lang ngayon. So, and then Makati, syempre dating zone din yan, and then he'll be crossing over to Taguig, and then there's BGC and McKinley, puro mga hotspot yan. So Kaya medyo nahirapan siya. So shout out to Joyride for being the only ride share app that's working right now. Ayan. Good evening daw from Sir Emily Cortez.
Good evening po.
Yeah, so we have quite a discuss during this particular stream, but before we do, of course, a quick shout out to our sponsors. Of course, Good Bisyo is currently here, Green Media Events Incorporated, and of course, Garmin Philippines. Yeah. So while everyone is starting to tune in, I think we have 7 that's currently on Facebook. I'm not sure if it's already showing on YouTube. Kasi gusto ko rin siyang pasukin para mailing sana dun sa'yo. Kaya lang, kulang ako sa oras kanina. Ayan. But anyways, we'll go through that later on. So anyways, just a quick reminder to everyone that we want to promote a positive and healthy conversation during these broadcasts. So feedback and recommendations are always accepted. Let's just make sure to be polite to each other at all times. Yeah, okay. So, medyo mahirap mag-discuss ngayon ng upcoming events, but still I want to go through a few. This one was brought to our attention recently. I forgot the name of the guy who brought it to my attention. So, Takbology 143, they actually have 2 more days for registration. It's a virtual run for a cause. As you'll see on the screen, we have 21K, 50K, 100K, and 200K. And this one is brought to you by Takbology and Takbo.ph. Yeah, so feel free to seek out their respective pages for details. Yeah. Also, bago tayo mag-proceed, I'm not sure if any of you guys inside the room right now are noticing bakit naka-black ka po, Sir George, dapat red po 1, 2, 3. Oh, ano? Kasi nga, di na kami nagse-celebrate ng Valentine's Day. Pang bagets lang yun eh. Para sa inyo lang yun. Kayo yung mga bagets eh, kami hindi. Anyway, so, di ko alam kung napansin nyo, but the background has already changed. Except maybe for the shoe rack. Tatanggalin ko pa yan, guys. The shoe rack will have to go. I'll have to replace it with something else. But basically, yung black na wall dito before, wala na. Yung normal na stronger than my excuses nakasulat dyan before. So, lagyan ko na siya ng wallpaper para kay Sir Jeff. Pagdating niya, kahit paano malinis, di ba?
Maganda rito eh, pang mayaman.
Hindi, setup mayaman lang, setup mayaman, pero hindi mayaman. Mayaman sa ideas lang. Ayan. So anyway, ayan, magandang gabi kay Cap, kay Florano, Junior Levy, si Boss Ernie. Si Yorme Ernie is online. Randy Pancho, Miss Gillian, Happy Hearts Day din sa'yo. Ayun o, idol daw.
Yeah, idol pa yan eh, Sir Ernie.
Yan ang idol eh.
Idol pa yan.
Baka ito yung aso namin. Sandali lang guys ha. Ang ingay mo.
So ako muna ngayon ang mag-host. Bago mula si Sir. Ano gusto niyo mapanood? Ay, ito na kayo.
Lalo umingay. Kasi pumasok yung isa dito. Yeah, so anyways, bago may labas yung aso, yeah, so I was saying earlier, it's kind of hard to discuss upcoming events kasi ang daming events na nagka-cancel recently. If not cancel, nag-move siya to a different date. So it's kind of hard to go through all the events right now. Sandali yan. Kasi kaya nagsisero siya isa eh. Okay, but anyways, we still want to go through some of these events, and we start off with the Clark Half Marathon that's happening on the 23rd of February at Clark, Pampanga. Edit tayo ng kanta. I think magaling magtalayan si Sir Jeff Cortez. Wow, wow! Mag-swimming ka na dyan bago umuwi. Ayan, alam ni Miss Jimelin kasi nakapunta na dito sa Cedar Crest yan. Alam niya maganda yung full area dyan if in case you want to train for triathlon or do aquathlon. Yeah. Miss Sheila Horton, good evening din po.
Good evening po.
Yeah, so we have 5K, 10K, 21K. I think registration is still open for this. I have not heard anything kung
hindi pa yan cancel, alam ko.
Alam ko, tuloy pa rin to. This is from Smoke 10 Events Management, so feel free to reach out to them and hopefully matuloy siya. And then, of course, Ethan Run has already been scheduled or rescheduled. If you guys have not heard it yet, feel free to reach out to Ethan Run. I believe this one is rescheduled to June or October. Is that June or October? Alam ko, isa na yun.
Hindi ko na.
Isa na reschedule sa June, isa na reschedule
Yung
sa
June,
October.
alam ko, sir, yung love singles run.
Ayun. So yung singles run is rescheduled for June daw. So hindi na siya singles run kasi hindi na applicable.
Wala na yung
Pang Valentine's dapat yun eh. Yung yung na-rescheduled to October yung Pride Run. Yes.
First time ko palang dun, sir, yung Pacer ako dun.
Wow. Tapos na-move pa.
Oo nga.
Sayang naman. Ayan. Naririnig talaga yung aso eh. Sandali lang guys ha. Masabi mo muna sila dyan.
Yun, so ako muna ulit ang host nyo. Wala si sir, ano gusto nyo i-play ko? May play ako maganda rito, guys. Pag in-invite kayo ni Sir George, punta kayo agad. Tapos iba-vlog na. Hintayin nyo yung vlog nito ha. Dala ko yung camera ko para ma-capture din. Para mapakita ko rin sa inyo yung lugar na Sir George na pangmayaman. Pero hindi ka sabihin kung saan ka.
Okay. Sorry about that guys. Tumimik na. Binusalan ko na siya. Sir Julian Kasitsit, tagal ko na din nakikita ng lalaging to. Good evening, sir. Ayan.
Sir Randy. Idol ko yan eh, sir. Si Randy Pancho. Idol ko talaga.
Oo naman.
Lakas niyan eh.
Oo, nag-ano pa yan, nag-OCR pa yan.
Oo.
Silang dalawa ni Julie. Ayan, so, next, no word yet if this will also be rescheduled, but as far as I've checked earlier, Trilogy Run Asia is still pushing through and that's happening on March 8. Malapit na yan. It's actually like 3 weeks away. Ayan. And then, of course, sana hindi maapektuhan ang Binibining Marathoner happening on March 15th by our good friends from Swift and Fit and Pinoy Aspiring Runners. Ito, I'm hoping and I'm crossing my fingers na matuloy because this is happening here at McKinley West, the PSC, the annual PSC Bull Run happening on the 22nd of March. And of course, I want to quickly do a shout out to Mr. Billy Abacan of Team Manufit. Happy birthday. And of course, our very good friend who's currently in the US. US na ba? Hindi ba nasa US to eh?
Hindi ko alam.
Sir Rodney. Alam ko nasa US to dapat kasi he's preparing for the Los Angeles Marathon.
Ah, wow.
Yun, kasi napag-usapan namin yan a couple of months back before I even left for California. Sabi niya dapat mag-abot kami doon. Sabi ko hindi ko sure kasi nga baka by February makauwi na ako. So yun. So anyways, next we have the most anticipated run of the first quarter of 2020 and that's the Bulacan Half Marathon happening on the 29th of March. Yeah, it's a Walter Mart Laredale, which I've never been to, so I'm excited and very much looking forward to helping out and supporting our friends at Team Manufit and Smoke and Events. Ayan. Paparapol ba si Sir Jeff Cortez ng Bisyo? Ewan ko, tanangin niyo siya.
Paparapol ko yung order mo, sir.
Uy, may order si Sir Ernie, oh. Yan, iwan natin dito yung order ni Sir Ernie para mapilitan siyang bumalik dito.
Ayun.
Ayan o, dumating na yung ating isa sa mga birthday celebrant. So, happy birthday, Sir Rodney.
Happy birthday, sir.
Ayun, so we were just talking about yun na sabi ko nga alam ko nasa US ka dapat kasi preparing for for the Los Angeles Marathon.
Sir, batiin ko muna yung misis ko. Yan na. Shoutout sa misis ko. Happy Valentine's Day. Love na love kita. Alam mo yan.
Yan eh.
Rinig ng buong running community yan.
Wala.
Mamaya, punta ako dyan.
Dineclare na guys eh. So, andyan ang misis nanonood eh. So, alam na ng lahat niya. Wala nang taka si Sir Jeff Cortez.
Kaya lang, nauna ako dito, sir eh.
Ayun lang. Okay, anyways. Moving on, Earth Day Run Manila 2020 is happening on 19th of April or on the 19th of April 2020. And this is still happening at the SM Mall of Asia. And then we have one more event which is the Rankitech 2 2020 happening on the 25th of April at the North Fountain SM by the Bay. So yeah, so we actually have a couple more items to talk about. Good evening mga bro. Ayan, happy Valentine's Day din sa inyo ni Mrs. Sir Rodney. Okay, so we still have apparels coming from our good friends from the running community, namely the Filipino runner from the Starting Line PH. Graphical Beginnings, of course, good Bisyo. Yung shirt ng video photography at saka nila Sir Glenn and Sir Beto, which is yung kaya yan, basta tuloy-tuloy lang. And recently was brought to our attention yung Tapak sandals. I believe, I'm not sure if ito yung logo talaga nila but what was sent to me was a sample of the Tapak sandals binigay sa akin ni Sir Aga. And so, and I wanted to quickly promote their sandals as well. Yeah, so anyway, so speaking of good Bisyo, that's why he's here right now. Yeah, so I wanted to quickly go through the series of events that happened with Sir Jeff so that the entire community who's watching us right now can also help understand and hopefully be inspired and be motivated by the story of good Bisyo. So sir, why don't we start with your running, your running part of your career, as we would like to call it, have you always been passionate about running? Hilig mo na ba to from the start?
Ako sir, talagang hilig ko talaga bata pa ako. Unang sport ko, volleyball. Kasi elementary ako, player ako ng volleyball eh.
Oh,
tapos,
nice.
Na-expose naman sa basketball hanggang makagraduate ako ng college na magtrabaho, basketball. Pero gusto ko talaga try mag-running. Kaso, bibili pa ako ng sapatos, yung mga ganun, wala akong kasama. Tapos parang nahihiya ako sumupunta sa events.
Alright.
Then, nung lumipat ako sa present company ngayon, may nakilala akong isa na shoutout sa si Charlie. Kasi wala siya. Reply na lang.
Sariro na.
Sumali, na-influensyahan niya ako na tumakbo. So, nung nagkaroon ako ng kasama, hanggang sa, kahit ako na lang mag-isa. Bale, lang yun, last 2018 lang, last quarter, ganun.
Oh, okay.
Recently lang, So, bali, 1 year, mahigit pa lang ako sa running community, sir.
Okay, so recently lang pala. So yun guys, someone who's involved in sports before, tapos medyo naglaylo, and then eventually napalik siya nung second half ng 2018.
Maganda rin kasi running, sir, kasi hindi mo na kailangan ng court.
Libre.
Hindi mo kailangan ng bola.
Marami nga tumatakbo, nakachinelas lang o nakasandas na.
Kung ano lang yung meron ka, pwede na.
Nasabi mo nga sa friend ko before, nasabi niya gusto daw niya mag-enroll sa gym. Sabi ko, wag bro, the road is free. Diba? So hi daw kay Sir Benny, Miss Mimi. Ayan guys, may message from Miss Dixie. Ayan, Bisyo kailan ko masusuot. Ayan, actually Sir Rodney, yung meron din akong stock na papunta kay Perfect Fit. Ayan, yung stock ng Stronger Than My Excuses parating na sa kanila. Hashtag ProudTRW.
Yan, sir, shoutout ko lang yung team namin.
Sige.
Si Sir Ernie kasi yung pinakabago naming member sa TRW. Yan, shoutout sa Team Random Warriors siya kay President Alan Uy. Yan.
Yun, Pinsan.
Yan. Pinsan pala ka talaga.
Well, pinsan ang tawagan namin ever since nag-meet kami.
Parehas na nga ipilido eh.
We met for the first time doon sa may Caliraya 360. Tapos since then, ayan, we've established good communication. Hindi pa namin natitrace kung magpinsan talaga kami. Kasi malaking angkan yan, malaking family ang Uy. But, may pinanggalingan yan definitely. So one way or another, we could be related. So anyways, so tracing back from your athletic beginning, so has it always been there or talagang may nag-inspire sa'yo nitong second half ng 2018 na maybe I should go back to running or something or involve myself into running?
Ang pinaka-naisip ko talaga dyan, sir, sa ba't ako nag-run, kasi naisip ko wala na akong masyadong sport. Kasi noong bata ako talagang talagang active ako, ganun.
Okay.
Tapos, naisip ko, gusto ko yung anak ko, kasi yung anak ko maliit pa 5 years old. Gusto ko pag lumaki siya, kaya ko pa rin sabayan yung trip niya.
Oo, mo kayang-kaya
mo. Gusto niyang mag-running, swimming, basketball, kaya ko pa rin sabayan. Yun ang gusto ko. Kaya yun yung parang motivation ko, nag-inspire sa akin para yan, sumali sa mga running, ganun.
Ayun. So maganda guys yung naging inspiration nung pagtakbo or pagsimula ng pagtakbo ni Sir Jeff kasi it's for family. Yung iba, it's normally for themselves or meron pa ako nakikita yung running for those who cannot. Ayan yung mga nakikita ko sa running community. Yung sa kanya is similar to, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to Sir Jeff who's running for his family. Ayan. So speaking of family, paano mo sir nababalance ngayon yun? And you still have your work. And now you mentioned you have your 5-year-old kid and of course yung misis mo. Paano mo nababalanse lahat yan? Considering na syempre kailangan pang mag-training, right? So paano mo nababalanse lahat yun?
Time management talaga. Sobrang time management. May mga times nga na hindi ko na ma-manage ng maigi. Medyo nagkakaano kami rin sa family na ito na, ganito ka na lang lagi na wala ka ng oras. Ginagawa ko.
Narinig ko na yan. Lagi na lang takbo. Linggo, takbo.
Relate ka ba, sir?
Oo.
Ginawa ko, nag-schedule ako. Monday, ganito gagawin ko. Tuesday. Pero pagka most ng weekends, talaga family ako. Hindi ako nag-e-edit ng vlog. Pagka may takbo lang, kaya gusto ko i-limit din na once a month na lang baka ako sumali sa mga events kasi for family din. Tapos, ang mahirap kasi, diba, panggabi kasi ako sa work, sir.
Para kami. We're both working in the night shift.
Kasi ang ka-team namin Americans din eh. So, parehas ng client. Ay, siguro, ganun din kayo, sir, kasi galing Amerika, no?
Yes.
So, yun ang mahirap. So, pag sa umaga, pag may edit akong vlog, pasundot-sundot lang. Kaya hindi ako nakapaglabas ng madaming vlogs eh. Kasi wala akong masyadong oras. Tapos kung may event ako, hatiin ko pa yung hapon ko sa takbo. Siyempre, kailangan kong tumakbo.
Right.
Tapos, kailangan kong mag-edit. Pagka wala na akong stock ng t-shirt, lalakarin ko pa yun.
So, ayun, sobrang busy, and I'm sure it has its challenges, but at the same time, may fulfillment siya.
Oo, sir. Right. Tsaka yung, pagka kasi may orders na ready na, pupunta pa ako ng Tansa eh. Nasa Tansa kasi yung factory namin.
Malayo.
So yun, doon ko kinukuha doon kasi yung yung partner ko, sila yung gumagawa.
Nice.
Kinukuha ko yun doon. Classmate ko siya, si Dave, nandiyan ka. Sabi niya nanonood daw siya. Shoutout sa'yo, yan. So, sa kanya ko kinukuha yung t-shirt na matagal na siyang nagpo-produce ng mga shirt kaya tiwala ako talaga sa quality ng.
So yan, so Sir Dave, baka mag-reach out din ako sa'yo.
Ayan.
Usap tayo.
Bigay ko yung contact mo.
Yeah. Bago tayong network.
Yeah.
So speaking of your vlog, and I'd like to quickly talk about that. Paano nagsimula itong vlog na to? How long has this been ongoing? Kaya siyempre tayo in particular, nagkakilala tayo like late 2018 na lang, di ba? Or maybe mid 2019 na. Gaano katagal nang in existence itong vlog mo and what inspired you to create this?
Yung channel ko yan talaga, iba talaga pangalan yan. Actually 1 year na siya.
Okay.
Pero yung unang mga videos diyan kung titingnan nyo, pero parang ayoko nang papanood kasi hindi maganda yung gawa ko doon. Yung mga parang family vlogs din siya.
Right, okay.
Ang
yung
pangalan
mo, yung adventures mo, gano'n.
Oo, yung nangyayari sa akin sa bahay, yung gano'n. Ang gusto ko talaga, memories ko lang yung mga events sa buhay ko.
So it's more of like just documenting
yan.
What's happening in your life. Okay.
Marami nga nagsasabi sa akin na ang gawin mo kasi ganito, mga prank ka, sakyan mo yung Hindi naman yun yung purpose ng video ko. Gusto ko lang ma-document yung mga nangyayari sa akin para pag tanda ko, ganun sir.
Mababalikan ko siya.
Kaya hindi naman talaga siya ginawa yan for pagkakitaan. Pero kung darating yung time, ba't ba hindi? Pero yung main purpose ko, at natutunan ko rin dyan sa pagbablog, hindi dapat yung pera yung motivation kasi mahirap. Sir, di ba alam mo naman sir, sobrang hirap. Kasi pag pera yung motivation mo, susuko ka agad.
Kasi you'll realize eventually na kailan darating yung pera nito? When will I get monetized in yung term dyan, di ba? I've actually done my own review about it. Which is also why we wanted Sir Jeff Cortez to also show up here tonight so that after the broadcast, I can show him also all the equipment that I had. And I'm not sure if some of these things he will be able to use. So like ito yung dati kong camera. Yan yung bago kong camera. So this one, if he's interested, he can keep it. Ito yung gamit ko dun sa may unang broadcast ko this was a long time ago, as in like March of last year. Wow, feels like parang katagal na, no? Well, this is actually episode 54, so nakakarami na tayo. So yan, ito pa yung unang microphone ko, which is 100% working. Yan, bibigay ko, ito turnover ko lahat sa kanya.
Yun.
Tingnan natin kung magagamit niya or we can put it to good use. Kasi I was looking into some of his videos, and kung tutuusin, actually, equipment na gamit na, can we show him this? Yung equipment na gamit niya, hindi siya biro eh. As in talagang ininvestan na eh.
Okay.
Ininvestan ni Sir Jeffrey. So, at least I can see na nandun yung serious siya na ituloy-tuloy yung pag-vlog niya, which is why in my own little way, I also want to contribute. Kaya nandito siya. Because I want to show him how I do the streaming at kung ano yung software na gamit ko for editing, etc. Kasi he is also actually inspired me to continue with the IcanYoucan YouTube page. Kaya pag nakita niyo sa my screenshot right now sa my screen, merong IcanYoucan icon eh. Yan.
Ita.
Oh, yan, diba? Ibig sabihin, ayan yung nakalagin. So anyways, guys, can you let me know if okay ba yung video natin? Wala pa naman akong drop frames. I think we are still live. I think naghang lang tong part na to. Oh, naghang lang. Guys, whoever is still inside the room right now, can you guys let me know if our video and audio is still okay? 60 FPS. Ayan, yeah, we're running. Ano lang ito, frozen lang itong part na ito. Pero we are still broadcasting at 60 frames. Our audio is still okay. Mata ko pa naman ito yung ano natin, yung main source natin. Okay, so a quick shout out to everyone inside the room right now. If you guys are not hearing us, hindi. Let's do the reverse. If you guys are hearing us and seeing us, please let us know. Yan. Wala pa naman. Kailangan natin. Dapat okay to yun.
Ayun, nag-ano na sir.
Ayun na, nag-update na. Okay, good. Very good. But, siyempre, enjoy yung na-launch ko. Okay. I think mabagal lang yung down. Yung up natin ng okay. Natin kung may nag-respond. Turtle Runner, wala pa nag-respond eh. Yeah. So anyways, mag-update naman yan automatically. So yan. So now, it's just mainly your memories that you're uploading. Is that right?
Tsaka yung mga running, ano sir. Actually itong running mga vlogs ko, lately na lang yan eh.
Oo, yung last 2 yata or 3 yung pumasok na vlogs eh.
Ito, mga to.
Oo.
Yan, ito. More, ano yan, mga late, ano ko na lang yan, uploads. Kasi parang, nandun na rin ako sa running eh. Parang, ano na rin, parang gusto ko na rin siya ma-share ba. Tsaka kasi pag tumatakbo ko sir, laging mga hindi runners katanong sa akin na, nag-ano lang kayo, nagkakalat lang kayo, tsaka nagpapatraffic lang kayo. Ganun. So, ang ginawa ko guys, doon sa mga recent vlogs ko, in-explain ko para saan ba yung mga events. Saan napupunta yung mga mga proceeds noon, saan do-donate. Yan, para naman maging aware kahit konti lang yung nakakanood, kahit makadagdag man ako ng 10 tao na nakakaalam, mahalaga na, okay na yun, masaya na ako doon.
Right. Pero what's the next step now, since it looks like you're starting to gain traction as far as your subscribers are concerned eh? Kasi I mean, compared to the others that I've reviewed, mine in particular, man, I only have 6 right now. Pero I still intend to grow the subscriber base by also introducing, how-to videos. Like, yun nga, katulad ng gagawin natin dito after ng broadcast, papakita ko siya kung paano ko ginagawa yung paano yung setup ko, ano yung equipment, and everything, paano ko ginawa yung lighting and all. Gagawa ako ng mga how-to videos, i-upload ko sa page in the pursuit of still helping others. Similar to these broadcasts na ang intention natin dito is to help yung informed runners kung ano yung mga upcoming events at saka yung mga inspirational stories such as yourself. Yun yung gusto ko maging aim naman nung IcanYoucan YouTube page. So, how about yung good Bisyo, balikan natin siya. Paano naman, let's start with the name. Paano naging good Bisyo yung name?
Sige sir, kung maipapansin nyo dyan sa logo, tumatakbo siya tapos may hawak na camera. So, parang representation ko yan eh. Kasi runner, tapos nagbablog. So, yan yung ano niya. Yun yung logo. Tapos, nag-start yung idea niyan last November lang. Nilaunch ko siya December eh.
Okay.
So, November, kung mapapansin nyo, kung nanonood kayo ng mga vlogs ko, may vlog ako na saan mapupunta yung 13th month ko.
Okay.
Yan, alam ko nakita mo yun sir eh.
Nakita ko siya, pero hindi ko binuksan.
Tapos yung kay nakipag-meet ako dun sa isa kong kumpare na CEO ng isang company ng t-shirt din, na medyo malaking t-shirt na sila, local brand. Tapos nakipag-meet ako sa kanya na inano ko sa kanya na pare meron akong 13th month wala na naman to kagaya ng mga nakarang taon. Ano pwede kong gawin dito? Okay. Kasi pag tayo hindi naman ako business minded talaga. Nag-seek ako ng ganun kasi ako yung nagtatanong ako.
Good, very good, yes.
So, nagtanong ako sa businessman. But, hindi sa iba, sa businessman talaga. So, inano ko sa kanya yung mga ideas ko. Actually, ang ideas ko, sir, mag-resell ako ng ng mga t-shirt ng sikat na vloggers, sikat na rappers. Kasi mahilig ako manood ng battle raps eh. Flip top, gano'n, sinugan. So, plano ko mag-resell. Tapos nung okay na nung discussion namin, nag-ano rin siya ng mga ideas sa akin. Sabi niya, pare, kung gusto mo, mag-start ka ng sarili mong brand. Ako magagawa. Kami bahala sa'yo. Bigay mo lang idea, kahit nakasulat kami mag-graphics, design. Kaya yung first set ko ng designs, galing sa kanila, ako lang nag-isip. So yun, mamaya may paparapol ako ng isa dun sa mga sa mga unang designs. Tapos ayun nga, hanggang sa sabi ko marang mas maganda nga sabi niya, plano rin sana nila sir na pumasok sa sports.
Okay, that's good.
Gusto rin nilang pasukan yung sports kasi more on sila cars yung design. Carco, shout out Carco. Kung gusto niyo mga shirt sa cars, yun sila yun. Maganon mga designs nila. So yun nga, ko nasabi sige, yun na lang, parang magsaroon ako ng sariling brand, tapos ma-promote ko sa running community. Nung time na yun, parang hindi pa ako masyadong exposed sa running community.
Right.
So yun, isa-isa na nakilala ko yung mga kayo, sir, sila Sir Ernie. Kaya nagkaroon ako ng lakas ng loob. Kaya yun ang naging history. So kung bakit naman Good Bisyo,
so bago mo sagutin yan, gaano karaming names muna yung naisip mo before you eventually said, wow, ito na yun, Good Bisyo?
Nag-isip ako talaga, siguro may mga 3. Pero nung isang usapan namin, pumasok talaga yung Good Bisyo na parang tumatak na talaga sa isip ko kasi sabi niya, nung nagkwentuhan na lang, wala na yung business side. Ano ba ginagawa mo? Ganyan. Ako tumatakbo, ganyan, sabi niya. Di ba, sabi ko, kaya lang, pag sumasali ka sa mga events, talagang magastos. Sabi niya, magastos, magkano ba ang registration dyan? Sabi niya, pero okay lang yan, pare, sabi niya sa akin, yan na yung bisyo mo. At least yung bisyo mo, hindi ka nagiinom, naninigarilyo, drugs. Maganda yung bisyo mo. Doon pumasok sa akin yung Good Bisyo. So, yan. So, yun yung naging history kung bakit yan yung pangalan, tsaka kung paano ko siya na-conceptualize yan.
Very nice. Yeah. So, ang ganda ng story, guys. So, it was just out of conversation with people who he was tapping for, the business-minded type of people until eventually, out of just conversation, nag-snap lang sa kanya na magandang bisyo yan until eventually it became Good Bisyo. So ayan, so shout out kay Sir Angelo and Sir Beto de Hilo, Sir Mac Antonio Crisostomo, Sir Norly, yan, Turtle Runner and Rose Runner, and Sir Rain. Good evening din po Miss Tin, and happy hours day din kay Miss Ted. Ayan, so may nag-confirm okay yung audio natin and video. So thank you po kay Mrs. Cortez.
Batiin ko lang yung si Ate Ten yan eh. At kapatid ng misis ko.
Oh, okay.
Ate Ten, sa Taiwan siya ngayon. Nasa Taiwan.
Ingat. Stay safe po kayo dyan sa Taiwan. Ayan. And hopefully, hindi na po lumala yung spread. So, ayan. So ano next dito sa Good Bisyo? Kasi nakita ko, ang daming designs eh. And ako, someone na nagpo-promote ng shirts for quite some time now. I know of the challenges when you're promoting or creating shirts. Hindi ba mahirap para sa iyo na ang dami mong designs right now?
Hindi
kasi
naman.
When you consider everything, siyempre isip ko dyan, tinitingnan ko nung sinusundan ko na kasi nakafollow, nakalike ako dun sa may Good Bisyo, is una yung size, color, design, and now you have cotton and dry fit pa. So ang dami nun, and those actually multiply every level, every layer. Kaya yung sa akin nga, yung black lang, nung in-introduce ko lang yung different sizes, 5 na kaagad yan. And then, imumultiply mo lahat yan sa different colors pa. So it becomes difficult as you add layers to it. So how do you address those challenges?
Ano naman, sir, ang ginagawa ko dyan, so, syempre, pag nag-stock ka ng shirt, may cost yan eh.
Yes.
So ano na yun na yung pag-puhunan ba. Ang ginagawa ko, in-stock ko muna yung mga plain shirts. Wala mo ng design. Once na nag-promote ako isang week, kung ilan order ng design, yun lang ipiprint ko. Kasi hindi pa naman ganun kakilala eh. Right. So kung ipiprint ko lahat ng designs, lugi na. Kasi o kaya ubos yung resources. So yun. Kaya kailangan i-manage ko talaga yung resources. Tapos yung mga actually ang limited pa lang ako sa 3 kulay eh. Black, red, tsaka white.
Okay.
Tapos merong
pero may cotton ka?
May cotton. Ang plan ko talaga una, sir, cotton. Kasi walang magbebenta ng cotton.
Wala nga, puro dry fit. Sabi ko, sige sa cotton ako. Itong mga kakilala ko, wala pang dry fit, wala pang dry fit. Puro dry fit naman nahingi. Kasi running nga eh. Gulo mo eh.
Wala pang dry fit. Tuloy, napilitan ako na, sige, pagbigyan ko kayo, i-dry fit ko na.
Yun yung mas malakas ang benta ngayon.
Yun ang mas malakas. Yung cotton ko, meron din, pero mas malakas talaga yung dry fit. So yun doon ko minamanage yun. Binigyan ko na lang sila ng option kung gusto mo ba dry fit, gusto mo ba cotton, o gusto mo ba colors, anong colors yan. So yun, ganun lang ginagawa muna namin sa ngayon. Pero once na kaya na ng resources, gusto ko rin mag-print ng madami para malagay siya sa mga mga running events, ganyan.
Right.
So yun, gusto kong i-try din yun para makita nyo na, kasi yung ibang mga buyers, hindi naman yun basta, hindi ko pa baka pangit yung kagaya nito, ito yung sample nung isa kong, hindi pa nakalabas to, hindi pa nalalabas yung design na to. Yun, gusto ko rin mapakita sa kanila, so isang way na rin, parang dito sa sir, sa pag nagparapol ako, makita nyo kung ano yung quality, kasi talaga sir, ayoko nung hindi maganda yung quality.
Maganda yung sinisimulan ni Sir Jeff kasi very hands-on siya, and that I think is a very good idea, or at least a very good way to start. Especially kapag apparel ang business, kasi kailangan makita mo talaga at maramdaman mo yung quality. The same way na when I started yung Stronger Than My Excuses, it actually took me about 6 different vendors bago ko nakuha yung, I think ito na yung dry fit na gusto ko. Yun. So, I think nasa right trajectory si Sir Jeff when it comes to his mindset. So yeah, please continue.
Tsaka one more na natutunan ko, sir, dun sa businessman na kumpare ko. Wag mong pagka gusto mong mabenta siya, wag mong isipin na pamurahin siya ng pamurahin. Kasi pag pinamura mo siya ng pinamura, papangit yung quality. Okay. Ang gagawin mo, doon ka sa yan, pagandahin mo yung brand mo, yung item mo, yung product mo.
Right.
Pagandahin mo siya kasi kahit ako, sir, bentahan kita ng 50 pesos na t-shirt, pangit naman, di ka na uulit, di ba? Bentahan kita ng 400 pero maganda, yung talagang may mo. In the long run, di ba? Ano yun? Pero hindi kita sinasabi, bentahan kita ngayon, sir. Actually, bibigyan ko si sir ngayon ng isa.
Hindi yung sinasabi ko sa kanya, nung kausap kami, sabi niya, dadalan daw niya ako as a way to thank me and all. Sabi ko, wag na. I mean, let's bring it here. Let's show it to during the broadcast to everyone. Pero at least on my end, hindi naman ako kailangan bigyan kasi all I'm doing here is helping him promote the brand, promote his vlog, and also understand his journey so that we all could learn and also in my way be able to teach him whatever I have learned so far in the 1 year that I'm actually doing this. And I'm sure right now, maski ako, like everyone else, marami rin tayo natututunan sa kanya. Ako, yung natututunan ko sa kanya so far is yung how he's doing his vlogging. And in fact, ako nga, nainggit ako dun sa may equipment niya. Yun, talagang ang ganda eh. Kanina ko pa tinitingnan eh. Parang ang thought process ko ngayon is, magkano kaya yung ganito? Parang malaki investment to. Mag-ipunan ko na naman to. Ganon. So, it's actually a very dynamic give and take of information right now. So, ano pa ngayon? Sa ngayon, so how many designs do you currently have? So, you mentioned 3.
Designs?
Oo.
Madami, sir. Marami pa akong designs na hindi nalalabas eh. Kasi yung paggagawa ko ng shirt, gawa siya ng design. So ang ano naman namin, para madaming pagpipilian yung mga, hindi naman lahat yun nabibili eh. So kung ano yung, para may option lang yung mga tao, kung kagaya ngayong Valentine's, may Valentine's edition kami, kung bawa sa March, graduation or mga ganun. Kung ano yung event, kung para may option lang, galabas kami.
Correct. So ayan, Beto, pagandaan mo to, sabi ni Sir Ernie, magbo-booth po ang Good Bisyo sa Green Media event. So yeah, so that's a good way of also promoting the shirt.
Sige sir, paghahandaan natin yan.
Yeah, one thing also I noticed dun sa may Good Bisyo Facebook page is maganda yung marketing strategy ni Sir Jeff, and I'm sure he's getting a lot of support also from friends, from family, and from people he knows from the running community. Sa akin kasi as a business graduate, I naka-embed na yan na you never underestimate the power of good marketing. And so far, yun yung meron si Sir Jeff. Ang ganda nung nagiging marketing strategy niya. Ayan, in fact, yan, si Sir Beto, si Sir Glenn, pati yung naging marketing strategy nila sobrang effective kasi nakikita nagkakaroon ng exposure. So si Sir Beto, si Sir Glenn, hopefully we can get the two of you also here so that we can understand the journey of BD photography and yung kaya yan. And I believe you guys are already coming up with version 3 of your shirt. So
meron ako nun sir, yung kaya yan.
Meron din ako yung puti.
Saan pares tayo kulay?
Gusto ko yung puti, press ko eh. So yan. So, yeah, I think we're still broadcasting naman. So, sige. So, what's next? Ang dami mong ginagawa, sir. So, you're running. You're also trying to balance it out with family and work. And then you're also vlogging. And of course, hindi madali ang vlogging, guys. Kasi it's not as simple as tutukan mo ng camera yung sarili mo, upload mo. No, it doesn't work that way. I mean, may mga gumagawa nun, yung mga celebrities na lang. Sila
sikat na.
Because they can afford to. Pero people like us, we have to go through editing. We have to make sure na we do what we can to make everything as enticing as possible, as professional looking as possible, no matter how cheap it actually is. Tulad nitong ginawa ko dito sa room. Mura lang yan, guys. Yan. Yung nakikita niyo sa paligid namin right now. Mura lang yan. Mukha lang siya mayaman. Mukha lang nilagyan ng bricks yan. Pero we're actually inside the bedroom right now. Pero yun yung mga ganong bagay, di ba? We have to make sure na we come up with our own original ideas so that we can also promote the brand. So meron kang vlogging, and then meron kang shirts. Meron pa ba? May iba pa bang pumapasok na idea? Kasi mukhang meron pang parating eh.
Sa ngayon, nalaman. Ano pa naman, siguro yun muna sir kasi plano ko hindi pa kasi ako nakapag-marathon eh. Full marathon. So,
okay.
Plan ko yan this year. Tsaka ultra-marathon kasi kulang ako sa time.
Oo.
Gusto ko extend.
Talaga kulang yung time.
Gusto ko extend yung oras eh. Yun, medyo mahirap eh. Pero target ko ngayon.
Hintay mo yung Milo.
Asan?
July or August normally is Milo or yung leg 3 ng trilogy
Milo may time limit yan.
Meron yun. 6 hours ang cut-off ng 42. Yun yung actually, that was my very first. That was 2018 when I went through Milo.
Tingnan natin.
Hirap, sobrang hirap na. Yeah, I still have my video where I crossed it at 5 hours and 59 minutes.
Malapit na?
Oo, as in like 6 seconds away na lang yata, cut off na. Yan. Si Glenn po talaga yun. Sked na lang daw po niya, dito rin natin vlogging to you, Sir George, Sir Jeff. Mayaman yan, Sir George. May elevator ang bahay.
May elevator nga.
Oo, kasi pag-aari namin yung elevator na yun eh. So,
may password.
So, Sir Beto and Sir Glenn, maganda kung dalawa kayo nandito. Para mas masaya usapan, di ba? Actually, hindi ko nga napaghanda ng makakain ni Sir Jeff kasi mamaya na lang pagkatapos. Pero yun, so hopefully, pag nakadalaw kayo rito, we'll make sure that you guys are attended to. So, full marathon, ano pa? Do you want to also go into OCR eventually? Or duathlon, triathlon? Kasi mukhang ang dami mong energy eh.
Siguro kailangan mo ng paghandaan niya, sir. Gusto ko rin yung Spartan, pero Tingnan natin.
Also, shoutout sa misis ni Sir Jeff. Kasi
Tiyatiyagayan, mag-umintindi.
and siguro, siguro ito na lang yung parang 2 cents ko, or pitching into the idea kay misis na mabuti nang ito yung bisyo niya, which is a good bisyo, rather than yung maririnig mo nag-aaway dahil walang ginawa ngayon kundi mag-Dota, mag-Mobile Legends,
O kaya
mag-inom, nag-Google Pinasawa, yung mga ganon. This is actually something very constructive and very productive. And when you have someone in your life, and this goes for everyone, you have someone in your life na ganyan yung passion, hindi mo di-discourage yan eh. Hindi mo yung... syempre may mga... Ikaw naman, maintindihin mo rin na... Syempre, bibigyan mo rin sila ng time, di ba? Pero at least on the side of the family and friends, it's more of, what can we do to support you, di ba? Or magandang idea to, di ba? You help them and you just support them with that. Kasi it's a positive idea. And the aim here is to also help support everyone. Hindi naman para sa kanya lang yung ginagawa niya. It's actually for the running community, di ba? So, when it comes to ideas like that, you support them instead of, doing stuff to, I don't know how to say it.
Bad Bisyo, no?
Diba? Bad Bisyo. Pangit yung gano'n.
Pangit yun.
So, let's make sure we support everyone that we can in the running community. Ayan, Spartan daw, sabi ni Daddy Mer, tsaka ni Glenn.
Yan natin, subukan natin yan.
Okay.
Dami gustong gawin.
Okay, so anyways, I think that's everything that we have for tonight. Wala naman tayong mga questions na hindi yata na-address. Ayan, version 3 soon daw, sabi ni Sir Glenn. No? Kaya pag-usapan natin yan. Maganda kung dito natin pag-usapan yan eh. Kaya pumunta na kayo rito. Okay, so... Don't forget to follow our page on Facebook at IcanYoucan Official, and also go to Good Bisyo sa may Facebook. You can also follow his YouTube page, Jeffoy Cortez.
Subscribe kayo
Yeah, subscribe kayo guys. Then yung sa akin din, ilo-launch ko lang.
Ilan yan, yung lahat yan, bibilangin ko yan.
Ayan. Tapos meron tayo ipaparaffle. We may not be able to do it tonight dahil medyo gaw tayo sa oras because I also need to go to work. Patingin nga sir, patingin na yung ipaparaffle mo. What we can do is siguro iiwan na lang dito ni Sir Jeff, and then ipaparaffle natin siya sa may broadcast next week. Uy, marami-rami to ha.
Ito sir, ito sa'yo talaga to sir.
Grabe naman, hindi ka na dapat nagabala kasi...
Ay, ayaw mo, ipipilit ko talaga to sir. So ayan ito yung mga shirts na ipaparaffle.
Pakita natin, para alam nila kung ano yung pwede nilang makuha next week during the next Friday episode. Yan, no?
Kita ba?
Okay, kita tayo.
So, ayan, dry fit shirt.
Ganda guys, maganda yung quality niya. Gusto ko nga ito ha. Ano pangalan nun? David ba? Dave? Sir Dave?
Dave.
Mag-usap tayo ha. Gusto ko yung quality ng shirt mo ha. Oo.
Ayan, ganda yan sir.
Ganda to.
Next one, itong
Mamaya, pag-usapan natin offline yung pricing. Kasi gusto ko yung quality niyan. Promise. Very silky. Very, very...
komportable yan.
Very light. Mukhang komportable. Saka sa skin siya, okay siya. Ito, nakita ko na to. I actually like this.
Parang yan, NBA, PBA style.
How about this?
Piniprint din namin yan sir.
Oh, okay. Sige. Nice. And
ito, yan naman yung cotton na isa.
Ito yan, para at least makasample tayo ng photo.
Oo, meron din
Pangarap noon, warm up na lang ngayon. Oo nga, that is true. Guys, gusto ko ito tingnan nyo. Pangarap noon, warm up na lang ngayon. 10 kilometers. Di ba?
Yan, sana umabot kayo sa ganyan, di ba? Medyo maliit lang to, isang to. May sizes naman yan. Yan.
Pang pang chick size eh. Guys, maganda yung quality ng shirt. Even yung cotton, maganda siya.
Tapos eto sir, sa'yo talaga to. Kahit ayaw mo, talagang iiwanan ko to.
Sige na nga. Maraming salamat, sir.
Winning tayo since Valentine's.
Guys, ganda. Thank you.
Black lang, black.
Maraming salamat sa Good Bisyo. Ayan.
Surprise kayo sa'yo.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you ko na rin.
Ganda. I like it. Ayan. So, next Friday, alam niyo na kung ano susuotin ko dito. Ayan. So, anyways, Dahil tingnan natin, may mga nag-respond bigla. Sayang wala ako next week, nasa preparation ako ng Spartan. See? Ayun. So, anyways, with that, make sure that you guys stay cool, stay motivated, stay driven. My name is George, and this is Jeff saying, I can, you can. And good Bisyo guys, stick tayo, good Bisyo lang. Good night!
Good night.
Roll and credits.
Nag-comment pa yung misis ko.
Oh.
Agree. Yan, naka-vlog din ako eh. Guys, naka-vlog ako.
Nice.
Abangan nyo yung vlog.